our last speaker is Sister Keturah Puente. And she's going to come in her own way as the Lord sees fit. Get with her. And if you want to, I mean, you know, if you brought some amens, pull them out your pocket and say, amen. You know, these kids need encouragement. It's not easy standing up here. You know, when I was that young, I commend her because when I was that young, you couldn't get me to stand up before an audience and say anything. You know, I was bashful. When I was in school, I don't even think my teachers knew I was there half the time. I was small and I was quiet. They couldn't even find me. But now, you know, I'm bold for the Lord. That's the only reason. But let's give her a hand as she comes. Let's encourage her.
I would like to commend God, first of all, for today.
Amen.
And honor to my pastor and his absence and everyone else in the church. I'm going to start off saying, dear God, thank you for bringing us out here today. Thank you for making us up every morning and letting everything be okay. And we get to this message again to say, and I just thank you for everything. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Now forgive me for crying for my people.
It's all right. All right, go ahead, Keturah.
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm going to start with the scripture from Joel 2:28. And it reads, and it shall come to pass afterward, and I will pour out my spirit into all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And I'm looking for Acts 2:17. I find it interesting that it says the exact same thing. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Now, if it says it twice in the Bible, it must be important. And I think it says, it has a word in there that says all. All doesn't just mean the old people.
That's right.
People.
That's right.
All means everybody.
Yeah, that's right. Come on.
Because we're all just one. We're one. We're under God. We're all one.
All right. All right. Let them use you.
If people live, you know, if we live for God, good things like His blessings will pour down onto us. It says that scripture to me means if we're living under Him, if we're walking under Him, His blessings are going to come. And as of now, we were all born in sin. But if you have a parent, like my mother's saved. So I know that I'm protected, my whole family's protected, I'm under my mother. And that's why so many good things come to us, is because we're protected under her.
Amen.
So many things happen in my household, and in the end, everything is okay because of my mother. And it says, train up your children in the way that they should go, and they won't depart from you. And I believe that's what she does. She trains us up in the way that we're supposed to go. All of us. I have 5 brothers and sisters, and they all have been trained up in the way that we're supposed to go. And even though they're not doing bad things, we're all doing bad things. We all know what's right in the end. We all know what to come back to. We all know the word. I think in school, the way I see it is, I had a lot of people in school who don't know anything about Jesus. You know, I used to know a girl, her name was Ace, and I had a fallout with Ace, and my mother told me to stay away from her. But one day, my friend Erin, she was telling her about the rapture, and how if you're not caught up in the rapture, then you're gonna go straight to hell. So I said, no. I had to step in and tell her, that's not right.
All right.
I had to tell her we had 7 years after that, if I'm correct. And in that time, we, the ones who are left, are supposed to train those too. And then they can go to heaven too, and we can all go to heaven.
That's right.
And I also have another friend, his name is Andre. Andre has schizophrenia. And Andre, I don't think he knows that what the doctors are telling him, he really just has a spirit living inside of him. That's how schizophrenia means. And people are so mean to Andre because he acts a certain way because his spirit is telling him what to do. And I've witnessed him. I sit next to him. I've seen him talk to his spirit. And I know we're not supposed to show fear of the devil. So Andre is my friend. I make sure that I stay friendly with Andre. And I tell Andre, after everybody tells him, you need, they have special classes for you, for people with things that's wrong like you. I said, yeah, they got special classes. It's called church. I told him, I said, all you need to do is you need to go to church and somebody needs to pray for you. I said, you can come to church with me if you want to, because that won't have to rule your life forever. You can get that out of you. And I really want to see Andre delivered, because I know he's a nice young man. He's a very nice young man, and I know up under all of that, he's okay. He's a good boy. So Andre, he's been acting really strange lately. He's been sitting silently, staring into space. And I can see what's going on. I can see I think it's getting stronger. And I asked him again, because before I asked him, did you want to come to church with me? He said, no, I would not go to church. Church is not for me. And I've asked him lately, he said, yes, pick me up and I will come to church with you. So when Andre gets in the right place, I'm going to ask my mother, we can go pick him up because I want to see Andre delivered. And another problem in school is we think we have to be like everybody to get noticed and to stay out of the small light. You don't have to be like that. I have a way of doing things where I don't like being like other people. It's when I dress, when I talk, I don't like being like other people. It just bothers me. And I think maybe it's because, I'm not like other people. Because I've been trained up under my mom and God, and I know so much from her. Like all of the stories, every story she's shared, it's in me, and I know it. And she wants me to talk about the beauty of being young. And when you're a child, you can tell a little toddler something, and they'll do it because their mind is so fertile. They're just learning things. And so this is the time that you teach your children the way of God, so they will know as they grow up what they're supposed to do, because it's all sunk into them. And I believe I'm 16 years old. I've had the teacher for 16 years. It's all around me. My mother, my grandparents, they're all saved. They're all in Jesus. The power of prayer. I know prayer works. I have a father. I didn't had a father. I have a father. And he used to be on heavy drugs and alcohol. And me and my family, we used to get together in a circle and we would pray for so long. We prayed for so long to get him delivered. And one day he got delivered. After all of those years of what he was doing, he stopped. And I know that the prayer can work because he got delivered, so you could get delivered too. He's not saved, and I know he's gonna get saved one day because we pray for him, and prayer works. It's gonna work in the end. It's gonna work. And through things in our everyday life, we are being taught through everything that goes on in our days. He teaches us a lesson in everything. He told me today, don't put no mascara on, and because I was gonna cry. And he also taught me something when maybe it was New Year's Eve 2013. I got sick, and I was really sick, and I didn't know what was wrong with me. I called and I told my sister because I didn't want to tell my mom yet because I was afraid. And I told my sister, and she told me what she thought it was. I said, okay. But it would get worse. The sickness would get worse. So I told my dad, and he took me to the hospital. And they didn't know what was wrong with me. All they could say was it was something wrong with my digestive system, and I wasn't digesting things correctly, and it was causing my intestines to bleed. And for about maybe until February, March, my mother put me on a strict diet, and I was only eating basically things that come from the earth, like celery. She made me eat a lot of celery. I had to drink a lot, oh my Lord, straight celery drinks, celery water, just celery, and fruit drinks, and just so many healthy things. And after a while, I was wondering, why am I eating this healthy stuff? But apparently, because God put it on our earth, He has a purpose for it, because it's to heal us, because it comes from Him, it comes from His earth. And I finally got healed. And it stopped. It all went away. And I thought, oh, it's all gone? Everything is going to go back to normal. So I dove back into the crazy foods that I eat. And I'm half Hispanic, so we eat a lot of hot food. A lot of it. Hot chips, peppers, hot sauce on everything. It's a lot. And that was all I just flew right back into it. I had me a bag of hot chips, I think the day I was healed. And I just went right straight back into it. And then it came back. And I didn't know what, I was like, what happened? I was just better. And then I thought about it. I had ate a lot of hot stuff and cookies and things like that. And I got sick again. And I was sick for I don't think I was sick as long as I was before, but I was sick for a long period of time. And it went away again, thank God. It all went away. And my mom said it taught me, He's trying to tell me right now that you need to take care of your body, because your body's a temple. And it's for Him. And what I was doing, I was destroying it with the hot stuff that I was eating. And when He healed me, I was just so happy. And now, learning from that situation, I don't eat like a normal person anymore. I almost think I'm a vegetarian sometimes. Because I'm afraid that if I eat something bad, my intestines are going to bleed again. And every time I see something, I see blood, and I say, oh no, not today. So all I eat now is healthy food, and it's because God taught me that that's all I need to be eating is healthy food. And people ask me, I had a friend, her name is Samaja, she said, if I didn't know you, I would think you was anorexic. Because I don't eat, like at school, all I eat is a salad. And people ask me, why are you so skinny? Why is that all you eat? I'm just like, y'all don't know the half of it, of why this is what I eat. But I just thank God that I can eat something. And going through that, I learned we don't have to be perfect to serve Christ. Because everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. We're all trying to be Christ-like. I think that's what the word Christian means. We're trying to strive to be Christ-like. Because God is perfect, I think. God is perfect. He can forgive us for everything. And don't forget that He can forgive you for anything except for blasphemy in His name. Any sin can be forgiven. And recently I learned suicide can be forgiven too. And that's what my mom said. As long as if you didn't know what you was doing. I'm not saying go kill yourself, don't do that. But every sin, it can be forgiven, except for blasphemy to God's name. To tell kids, you don't have to, when you go into school and things like that, you don't have to dress like everybody else. You don't have to have all of these nice things. You don't have to have things like that. It's nice if you do have them, it's nice. But you don't have to have all of them things, because think about it, you've got a roof over your head, you've got food on the table, you've got clothes on your back, you got everything you need. And I have everything that I need, honestly. I really thank God for everything He's done for me. He's given me 2 beautiful parents. We've been married for 22 years on October 22nd. He's given me 5 brothers and sisters to get through everything that I go through in my days. And I really thank God for that, because without them, I don't know where I would be without my brothers and sisters. And I know I don't always treat them right, because sometimes I'm just mad. Sometimes I'm just mad. And I don't treat them all when treat them right like I'm supposed to, but I think ever since I've gotten a job, I've gotten a little nicer. And part of that is because at my job, you have to be nice to everybody, or you'll get fired. I think it's rubbed off on me. I just want to let you guys know that the youth can serve Christ too. You don't have to be perfect. You can serve God too. We can all serve God, and we can all see each other in heaven together. That's all I have to say.